Hey everybody, thank you for joining me today. Welcome to the channel. What I am showing you right now is 100% olive oil soaps. Due to their consistency when they are made, even though the batter may be thick, because it does take a long time for it to thicken up, its best bet is to be done in separate molds. Because these I made on the 3rd of this month. Today is the 12th. And I, on the third day, I separated them like this, but they were still way too soft for me to remove from there. It's still today, and I push down, and in some areas it's still mushy, in others it's still thick. And this, so far, out of all the oils that I use, it's the only soap that actually benefits from an extremely long cure. It depends on your preference, but it takes between 6 months to a year for people who like hard rock soaps like me. I would leave it close to a year, but it can be used after 6 months. It will start producing lather. And you know what? Since this one is the one that's most loose, this is the one I'm going to undo. And it's two tones because I actually, in order to speed up the drying process, I used pink kaolin clay versus the white. And I will tell you as to why I used the pink. Pink kaolin clay is a clay that can be used to remove impurities from the skin because this soap is 86% conditioning, meaning it's extremely high, and it's good for people that have very sensitive skin. However, because it is so high in conditioning, I wanted to use something that would actually kind of like control that, bring it down just a few notches. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the recipe right now because I'm going to let this cure for at least a whole month before I will try and attempt to do a lathering test. Because I've seen it done in Mrs. Soap and Clay channel in YouTube, and they don't lather that quickly. And she did it at 48 hours, and she said her soap was slippery. It felt slimy. Then she did a test with a 6 month old, and that one began to do bubbles. That one began to work as it should. So if you want to check out that video, I would suggest you do. You will learn a lot from her video of 100% olive oil. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you the recipe because this is the soap that I will be doing next. So I'm going to give you the recipe in this channel right now, and therefore next week you got the recipe on hand and you can just follow me along. I like to work in percentages or grams for one simple reason. United States, 1 ounce is 28.35 grams. That's not a full ounce. A full ounce is 30 grams. Worldwide, 5 grams equal 1 teaspoon. Not including the US, the rest of the world, 6 teaspoons equals 30 grams equals 1 ounce. In the US, it has been changed to 28.35 grams would equal 1 ounce. So in soaps, just like baking, I use the 30-gram method. But I will give you the recipe right now in ounces. And if you want it in grams, I will leave that in the comments section. what I did do in order to get these 4 bars, I did use 390 grams, which equals 14 ounces of olive oil. And I used extra virgin olive oil to do this soap. And I had a super fat, meaning the amount of oil that's not going to get saponified, which is the cushion in case you actually accidentally add more lye than what you should, then it has oil that it can use in order to convert into soap, and it won't exasperate your skin or do any harm to you, which is the super fat is 5%. The lye concentration, generally they recommend, common rule of thumb is between 33 to 38. I notched it up because I'm in the tropical weather to 39. So I used a lye concentration of 39%. But if you are in cold weather, you can keep it, or you can go to soapcalc.com, input all this information, and you will get the right amount for 38%. Lye concentration, I did 39 point, actually 39%. Now, the fragrance, because it was 14 ounces, Soap Calc gave me the answer that it would be 12 grams of fragrance. And that all comes down to whatever you're using, whether it's essential oils or fragrance oils. Now, water. If you're doing it in Lye phase or the water phase, lye and water, H2O, that would be 3 ounces of water or 79 grams. Lye, you're going to use 1 3/4 of an ounce of lye, which would be 50 grams. Oils is, like I said before, 14 ounces extra virgin. And in the fragrance department, 12 grams equals to 2.5 teaspoons. So this is the recipe I will be doing next in the channel. And I hope you stay to enjoy. Now, what I forgot to tell you was the additives that I used in order to harden the soap quickly, which was pink kaolin clay, also serves as a hardener. So it hardens the soap quicker than what it would naturally. I used 20 grams of it, of pink kaolin clay. And I used 5 grams of regular salt because I did not have, and I'm not able to get down here, not at this moment, sodium lactate. Had I had sodium lactate, I would have used 5 grams of sodium lactate, which would equal to 1 teaspoon. And from there, I also, in order to get this color, I used Electric Blue Mica, which I got from Nurture Soap, which I only used, incredibly, only half a teaspoon, 3 grams. That was all I used. I didn't use anything else. And because the olive oil, it is so dark, it turned it into this color. Fascinating. So if you like this information, please subscribe, hit the like button, and share so that others may learn. And I can continue showing you and teaching you what I've learned so far in my practice, because I've been doing soaps for the past 7 years. God bless. Take care. See you in the next time, because this is a learning curve. I'm working in the tropics, not in cold. God bless. Ciao.